Hi, today I thought I would film a everyday makeup routine look. I just filmed my Valentine's Day kind of tutorial, not a tutorial, just what I would do for Valentine's Day. What I'll do now is, I just moisturized my face with Hoola Classic Moisturizing Lotion. And at the moment, I use two different foundations. It is Silk Cream Foundation by Laura Mercier, and then the Laura Mercier's Moisturizing Foundation. This is Sunny Beige, this is Rose Ivory. So, you shake this one because it comes out watery otherwise. So I use more of this because it's lighter. And then I use a little dash of that, this darker one. See? I vary in between days of using different brushes. Some days I use the Sigma Round Top Kabuki F82, and then other days I feel like using the 187. So since I use the 187 more often, I'm going to use that today, or tonight. I just dab a bunch on my face, on my brush. I have to get my hair out of my face, one sec. Okay. So you can see. And then I start blending in. I find the moisturizing foundation gives more of a dewy look than the Silk Cream foundation. I just like to cover the redness on my face. And just kind of even it out. Some days I do my concealer first, and other days I do it after my foundation. But most days it's usually before my foundation, but I kind of forgot. Okay, next is my concealer. Again, I don't have like a one set concealer that I use, so some days I use the Laura Mercier, what is it called? Undercover Pot in number 2. So that's how much I've used. I've like hit pan plus a bit more, and then this. But then today I will be using the Lise Waiter concealer wheel in the ivory color, which covers dark circles. So go like that. Get this much. And then what I do, I dab it on my under eyes, and then I also bring it down here in a triangle, so I don't have like white raccoon eyes. I have like a really bright under eye area. So it looks super bright and crazy right now, but we're going to blend that. Also dab instead of drag, because when you drag, I guess it will settle into like the fine lines and everything. But then patting also kind of sets it with your finger, like it warms it up, you know what I mean? Even though I drag when I'm in a rush. I know that's bad. Okay. We'll do this eye. And then bring it down. Okay, that looks pretty good. I also like to set my under eye concealer with the Laura Mercier Undercover Pot. It comes with a little powder. Sometimes I also set my foundation, but not all the time. Sometimes I just don't want to waste all the powder. This is just a blending brush from MAC. I don't think they have it anymore because I got it so long ago. I think in like 2008. It is called the 223, in case you're wondering. It's just a fluffy brush. I'm not going to set my makeup because it's the evening. Okay, so next I'm going to apply my bronzer. It is the Hoola Benefit, and I use a MAC 134. So I go a little bit crazy on the bronzer, but that's because I love to be brown or tanned looking. Okay, so first I'll start, I guess, on this side maybe with a light hand. Maybe I'll start right here. And then with the remainder of the product, go over here, my temples. And then, yeah, on the other side of the brush, do this side. And then with the remainder of the product, maybe a bit more, just a dab, and tap off a lot of it. I go on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin. So. Make sure it's all blended in for sure, because you don't want just like a patch of brown right here starting from there. Make sure, like, if you apply too much, but make sure it's kind of into the hairline, so it's not like a stark brown right here and then there. So I kind of go over a little bit. Okay, that's done. The blush that I use, I don't think that you can get it anymore, but I could be wrong. You could also probably check like the MAC Pro stores. This is a Blushcreme, and the color is in Blossoming. So what I do, I'll show you my little trick. I don't know how I learned it, but I dab it onto my fingers, not too much. And then I go like this, rub it, and then I switch my hands because like it's on these two fingers, and then I go like that. So I can't ever apply blush on my left side with my left hand. It feels weird. So this is how I do it. And of course I applied too much on this side. My good side. I mean my correct hand, so to correct that, usually I would use a kabuki brush, but that's like up there somewhere. So I'm going to use it's a kabuki. A round top kabuki F82 by Sigma. It's very dense. Super nice. So I will just go like this. Just round out the edges. That looks kind of good. So I forgot to mention, for setting my powder, my face, I would usually set it with a powder before I use my bronzer and my blush, and I would use my Laura Mercier's powder in here. But since I rarely set my foundation, I usually just set my under eyes. I'm going to skip that step, but I wanted to ask you guys if this was helpful at all, if you learned anything, and hopefully that you did. And thank you again for subscribing, and if you're not already subscribed, please do, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!